see is this one.
Yeah, that one you're heading to. That's what I was looking at.
I was interested in whether to get the mod for the xcub, the one that Von was flying last night, and I decided against it because it would reduce the roll rate, which is a silly reason really, but I quite liked flying through the river runs and things. The roll rate was quite useful.
So I've got the same mod, but I haven't noticed the roll rate thing.
Yeah, well, you've got the xcub mod, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you've had it for a few days, have you?
A few weeks, I think.
Oh, right. Oh, so it's obviously fine. So whether, I mean, I'll try and get that by the same people, so the long destination.
It's separate people than do the G3. Well, they might be linked. The avionics mod is by the same people who did the G1000 one. It's just the only place to get it at the moment on there.
So I might get away with it. Might be okay.
Might be.
Go. The water is still nice here, I think.
Definitely doing quite a nice route flying down this road.
Yeah, it's pleasant, isn't it? I'm guessing this island has got a name. Am I right in thinking the Bahamas? As in, it's plural, isn't it? So it's I think this is a series of islands, I guess.
Not sure how Vaughn was able to fly with nameplates off. I turned it off so I could start recording flying around this area, and I can see y'all's lights flashing up ahead, but barely.
Well, when you're in the front, you don't care, do you? It's when you're behind. It's when you're behind you need to see them.
There you go. I'll just turn my lights off so I don't ruin your photos.
No. Keep your lights on. That's okay. That's how I'm keeping up with you guys.
I'll slow down. I didn't realize you were behind.
Yeah, I had to pause I had the navigation markers for taxiing on, and it wasn't disappearing, so I had to turn that off and turn the nameplates off. So I had to stop for just a second.
I had an interesting bug just there. So when I was getting close to Steve, we had no landing gear, and looked like it was made of like 3 triangles.
Oh.
So I assume we had like a simplified model from the long way there, but it didn't change.
I've got a very strange thing where certainly if I get close, the aeroplane disappears, but the pilot doesn't. And I've also had it where people's feet seem to stick out the bottom of the floor.
I've seen people with it. You are coming up as a yellow cub for me today.
I'm a yellow cub?
Yeah.
It's not a savage. It doesn't look like a savage, does it?
No, it's still the X-Cub, but with a yellow stripe instead of the red on the...
Strange.
It's funny, I actually have the yellow cub right now too. Not the savage, but the livery on the X-Cub. It's yellow.
It's me that is getting confused and...
It does seem to get confused with liveries, doesn't it? Like yesterday, I thought it was perfect because somebody had an X-Cub, but it was modded. Other people had their own. But as far as I was concerned, I saw everybody in an X-Cub, all with the default livery, which for me is perfect behaviour.
Well, it's like got a couple in Bonanzas.
Ah, yeah. What was that about? Somebody was in a Bonanza, but I don't think he was in a Cub, was he?
Von came up as a bonanza for me, even though.
Oh, did he? You see,
Yeah.
I expected that because he was in something from a community folder. But for some reason, he looked fine for me.
I don't understand all of these.
It might be something to do with what you've got in your folder. But this is a strange thing. Actually, if anything, you would have thought you would have seen him because you've got that model in your community folder, like he has.
I think
Yeah,
Vaughn's
it might be
is a custom one that was made that isn't released in the community folders yet, or isn't released in download yet.
I've got the modded plane, but not his livery.
Yeah.
Whereas
So maybe it's the livery doing
you
the
don't have the
damage.
modded plane or the livery, and somehow that means it's showing you that.
Yeah, I seem to be better off for having none of it. This is a very narrow piece of land, isn't it?
Interesting update for us there.
I think it wouldn't take long to much. I wouldn't think much of a storm, and the water would wash right over. Okay, throttling up a bit.
What are your thoughts on the water before and after the latest patch? And some people online saying it should go back to the way it was, and others think it's better.
Yeah, I think it was better before, when it's calm. So at the moment, I'm looking over my right wing, and that doesn't look as natural as it used to, I think.
Mine's looking a lot more wavy than yours.
That's because I'm on live weather that's not live weather.
And I'm on live weather that isn't live weather.
So I would agree that when it's...
that does look unnaturally smooth for
yeah,
middle of the ocean.
I mean, I don't mind it being smooth, but the pattern on the smooth, it seems to turn into a pattern a little bit, not something you would see in the sea, really. It's almost there. It wouldn't have to change much, and it would be perfect, but you can see which you don't get so mainly, I really, really like the water, but not when it's just a little bit of ripple and calm.
Glitched a long way back then.
Oh yes, yes, mine froze for a while.
We've got an airport on the left.
Governor's Harbour. That sounds very Pirates of the Caribbean, doesn't it?
500.
I do love the sense of scale you get when you go very low.
So if you switch from high to ultra while flying over the water, actually medium to ultra would make the biggest difference. Just to see how different those two settings have for like how the water's displayed is insane. It looks very like I guess the best word to explain it is like jello. It looks like the whole ocean is just filled with jello on medium, and then you can actually see the definition though on ultra, which is amazing.
So are you on proper live weather or broken live weather?
It might be broken. I have no idea. I have it set to live weather. Let me. It says it's on live weather, but it's just clear skies for me. I see some clouds off in the distance.
Yeah, I just.
I'm on live and I can't. So there might be some clouds just in the distance. But yeah, there should be 11 knot winds.
Yeah, I think you've got less than calm sea state, haven't you?
Some better float planes for something like this.
There's that old school Cessna with floats. It's like $30 I think to buy. Yeah.
Just look. Looks better than the icon anyway. That one's just a bit too slow.
Yeah. Have either of you got the Kit Fox?
I do, yeah.
What do you think?
Is it worth $10 or whatever it costs?
Yeah, for the price, it's worth it. Yeah. There was some issues at the beginning of it. The glass made everything blurry, but they just updated it, so now the glass isn't blurry anymore. So you get a really nice view anywhere you go. You know, it's completely surrounded by glass. So
sounds good for exploring then.
The flaps too, they fixed it where you can actually see the flaps move. I know at the beginning when I first bought it, you couldn't see the flaps. But other than that, yeah, it's a very simple, basic interior. There's no way to turn the engine off though once you start it. So
what's it like for exploring? It's a good view for looking out the window.
yes, for scenery, yes, very slow. So, but
Right, slower than a Cub.
mhm.
Right.
There's Trent Palmer, who's the guy who owns the red, white, and blue Kit Fox that they've repainted in there. He's a YouTuber, does a lot of videos doing bush flying and stuff. But he was saying that he's working with someone else to make a nicer one. That'll probably be more expensive. It should be more realistic.
Nice.
I'm very new to flight sims, so the realism side of it, on how realistic it flies, I couldn't be exact on that. So, but yeah, it's a nice plane.
Flies nicely,
especially for the price. You know, if it was $30, I would say no, but
oh yeah,
for what it cost, it's good.
It sounds as if it's very short takeoff.
Yes, it does not take much to get in the air in that thing.
So for hopping around jungle, that might be fun. Or beaches. But then again, the X-Cub's pretty good for all that, isn't it?
If you want a little more, you've got the Savage, but if you want the glass, then yeah, X-Cub's the...
Yeah, that's a great combination, isn't it? Because the Savage is fun, and I love the steamed gauges. But if you're going somewhere where, you know, navigation's an issue, visibility might be an issue, it's quite nice having the 3000.
Do you guys have the Zlin?
Yeah, the Shock Ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that one. That's just... I don't fly it that much, because I find it approaches so slow. It almost feels like cheating for gold landings.
Yes.
But I like the X-Cub, because you can get into some really short strips, but you've got to work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to go hovering somewhere, the Shock Ultra is the plane for that.
Yeah, unless you want to make some head